Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your commentator, Daniel Jr. Fan 62. Apologies that the race has started a little bit late. Only I had some things going on that were completely out of my control, and I'm just now home. But we're here for the Memeking 150. We do have some news to report. We have had an accident. A racing kid, Varsity fan, and apparently a few other drivers have been involved. We're taking a trackside now. Here we are. As you can see, there's absolute chaos ensuing now. And the caution has come out, actually. A little strange. Anyway, currently your leader is the 85. That is... I need to find his truck. I believe that is Jake M706, your leader. You can see your roster going by the top. Once again, infinite apologies that this is happening. Alright, we'll go back through here for just a second. We need to use this game's absolutely awful system of finding things to get rid again. Why are Bob moving out through the middle, trying to make moves? We are currently on lap 16 or 17 of the stage. There's but 2 laps left. There's Air Racing Design. I believe he is going to race this season. Jake M706 is the only other driver who has won this season. We'll go on board with Bean. And there is a bit of a scuffle in the back of the pack. And someone has gone around. That is Nexus Combat. He has spun that 32 truck. He'll be out of contention for stage points. There's Jake. Your leader currently is I'm sorry, if I can be a little unprofessional for a moment. This is an absolutely ridiculous system. There, Jimmy Neutron's your leader. Thank Jesus. There's no way such a ridiculous method of going through the field should even be in a racing game. Jimmy Neutron's going to come off of turn 4. He's going to win the first stage here. Correction, that was not the end of the stage. I was looking at actually a position counter, not a lap counter. This is actually lap 9 of the stage out of 19. There are 10 to go in the stage. This is actually stage 2. I'll try to check on later, see who won stage 1. Doing it right now, as the 17 of Pemcraft has gone to the lead, and the caution has come out for some inexplicable reason. Anyway, that should bunch up the field again. As while we are under caution, I will try to find the winner of the first stage for you. Appears may have been Jimmy. Indeed it was Jimmy Neutron. So that 48 truck is on the stage. Field now pacing under caution. And we're coming back to green. For some reason it always goes to arrow, so there's Jimmy Neutron, your stage 1 winner. Come to the line for racing again. There's Pemcraft, who is currently in the lead in that number 17 Tyler Ankrum truck. He's getting the bumper from Arrow. Arrow lap 13 and 19 in this stage. Once again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm infinitely sorry that the first stage was not aired. Please go watch one of the driver streams. I recommend Limestone Butters if you want some good first stage coverage. He usually runs up toward the front. You can see what's happening. Going down into the fairly new backstretch. It's Pemcraft. He's got a 5 truck length lead, maybe less than that, over Jimmy. That beautiful number 48 truck. So we see that infamous first turn. Known for drivers cutting down across it to shorten their lap times. It's probably the only track on the schedule where you want to undercut the corner like that. And this is really the only track where you can cut it like that. All the drivers here left to run way down on the bottom. Pemcraft, it's not a very big lead Pemcraft has. This is it. Jimmy sends it in just a little bit. He's able to close on Pemcraft's back bumper. And he gets pushed wide in this corner. And he's rolling. This is another place where the drivers love to use the apron. Lots of them will go below this little yellow line since it's a shorter diameter around the track. Excuse me, shorter circumference going on the bottom of the track. There goes Jim. Jimmy's going to dive it in real low, try to shorten his lap. That's not going to happen. Pemcraft seems to be running away with the stage. I believe that is the end of the stage. There's been a caution that has come out or something. So we run through the field here, take a look at all the trucks. And Pemcraft is your stage 2 winner. Now cycle around under caution once again. Here we go, final stage of the race. Jimmy Neutron leads us off to the line. We are green. And immediately Nexus Combat dives off to the inside. Something must have gone wrong, maybe internet problems, I'm not sure. Nevertheless, we are still green, as that was only the first turn. He should be able to get going. Very tight battle for the lead here. Is that Aero Racing design going to the bottom? Yes, it is. Pemcraft going to get right to the bottom. They're going to go 4 wide for the lead. That is incredible. They just went about 23 wide, if I'm not mistaken. There's a aerial cam. Pemcraft goes into the outside wall. There's Limestone Butter, Racing Fan. YNR Bob with 2 B's. It's Kyle Larson, 42 fan. He's making a front running appearance. Trying to cut that bottom line short. There's Nexus. He might have some damage to that truck. But there's Air Racing Design. He's picked up the lead again. He's been pretty dominant this season. But we've only raced on 1.5 miles so far. If you could even call. Actually, I believe this is a single mile. Excuse me. Cuts way down to the bottom. There's the 22 right on his back bumper. That is, if I could find the truck. Oh, that's Bean. Bean, if I'm not mistaken, has not won a race this year. And he's going to go right to the outside and challenge one of the race winners for the lead. Arrow's going to hold on in the lead though, but Jacob 706, the other race winner this year, is going to get involved. He puts the bumper to the back of Arrow. Bumpers to the back of trucks is familiar. We've seen a little bit of beating and banging. In fact, that's how Jacob 706, a part-time driver, mind you, won his race this year. See, look at that. The trial. We currently have 25 laps to go. So there's Jake. We come to 24 laps to go. That safe light repair, safe light replace truck. Currently running in second. Of course, no need to replace the windshield on that truck. It's made of I believe that is I know it's some form of high-impact plastic. I'm not sure of the technical term. It's not Teflon or Nomex. It's something else. Oh, it's Lexan. Of course, Safe Light I don't think does Lexan windshields, but I need a windshield change when you're driving a several hundred horsepower truck at several hundred miles an hour. Go through again. Next 23 laps to go. Laps wind down fast here, especially when you've got a guy like Arrow pacing the field. He has been wicked fast this year. He has always been up front. There he goes, diving way down to the bottom, almost hitting the O'Reilly pit wall. 23 laps to go. Excuse me, that actually makes 22. My primitive lap counter, which is just my phone calculator, is going a little haywire. I'll be talking to his manager, who is me soon. There he goes, through that turn 1 used to be, used to be turn 1, now it's turn 3. 21 laps to go. Aired. Yep, 21 laps to go, I'm correct. But unfortunately, the stream that I have to go off of is about a half a lap behind at almost all times. Aaron's going to come out for 20 laps to go. This is really, really dicey time. Let's go on board with Bean if we can here. There we go. On board with Bean. Bean using that high line on the front stretch, trying to get a little bit of draft here. See how late he brakes. Very late on the brakes. Closes up the gap a little bit. Can he get the one coming off the corner? 19 laps to go. Goes up, almost hits the wall. Following Arrow right in his tire tracks. Arrow goes a little bit high. That's not going to be good for him. Bean has to fight back to the bottom. Bean's made up about maybe a truck length now. He's going to try that once again. Either Bean has to best Arrow, and the caution is out actually for something. Fortunately, due to the limitations of this game, we can't tell you exactly what it is. We will be restarting, I suspect, with about 16 laps to go. I believe everyone should be good on fuel. Everybody is pitting with the exception of Jake, as I can see on Limestone Butter's stream. Well, at least in the entire top 10. I can't speak for outside the top 10. But they're your top 3, the ones who have been running it all day. With the exception, there's the one driver who hasn't been running it. The one driver who has been running it up all day. Is that purple 48, but he seems like he's going to be a bit of a non-factor the rest of the race. All respect to him, but he seems to be out. And Jacob 706 has stopped off the line. It appears he may have run out of fuel. Jimmy Neutron is also out of it. Nexus Combat currently running up front somehow. I believe he took the wave around, maybe pitted early. And we have got some jostling for the lead. He also appears to have run out of fuel. Or is it, or he's at least driving fairly slowly. Able to keep up like the rest. We're gonna go back to the lead. Here is your battle for the lead. Kyle Larson, 42 fan, is currently holding the lead. And he's got Arrow and Jake behind him. Never mind, he's got everyone behind him, but they're a good distance away. We are able to check our lap count in just a few seconds now. It appears Larson is running away with it. The field is too busy battling themselves, and we only have, stand by for just a second please, 13 laps left. Now if the field can work together, get drafted a little bit, kind of pull a plate race move, maybe they'll be able to catch him. But this is on a track where the draft is super important. Of course, like with all NASCAR tracks, it is important. But here, it's really a matter of how late can you brake. 12 laps to go. God, I wish there was a lap counter in here. That Sirius XM truck, that truck might get a win that KBM hasn't had in that truck in a good amount of time, since they had good drivers there in real life, like Greg Biffle. Only 11 laps to go now. I'm saying these aloud, not only for your benefit, but for mine, because I have to kind of keep track of where we are. Onto the back straightaway here, the longest straight section of the track. When he crosses the line, which he will do just about now. There we go, now. There are 10 laps to go. Next time, the 0 column will drop in the 10s category. That is your gap. If Kyle Larson 42 fan X, that's his gamer tag, can hold off the field with Pemcraft, another winless driver, behind him, we will see a first-time winner this season. That Christian Eckes truck, absolutely beautiful paint scheme, pacing the field, taking off laps, comes onto the backstretch. We have 9.5 laps to go through turn 3, and I believe what I believe is turn 4. Yes, it is turn 4. 9 laps to go. Barring a caution, it looks like this race is Larson fans, unless he, gets into the wall or decides to just nope out on his internet. It is crunch time for him. It is crunch time for Pemcraft, but considering Pemcraft's about 20 truck lengths back, I doubt that he can do anything. Let's go on board with Pemcraft, actually. There it is. This is the gap. Now it's a manageable gap as long as Pemcraft doesn't screw up. But we'll have about 8 laps to go. Once we cross the line, it's really crunch time. Pemcraft needs to be a little bit desperate if he wants to win this race, which he does. Every driver wants to win. You're not even here to win the more than you're even doing. This is one of those sections where straight line speed matters. This is one of the most crucial sections of the track. How much speed can you carry through here without losing time? Gap closed just a little bit, but it wasn't a whole lot. I believe we have 7 laps to go in about 5 seconds. Yeah, I believe that is 7 to go. Look at number 7. Correction, I've miscounted this entire time. We actually have 5 laps to go. I've missed a couple of laps. But 5 laps to go, we will have 4 when we cross the line. It's big crunch time for Pemcraft. And he's closed up this gap a little bit. Can he do it? Once again, tries to dive down. The sooner you can dive down and get that straight line speed, the better. 4 to go. And while we've been on board with it, HS Racing 2 has made his way up to the front. This is now the battle for second, and the battle for maybe the lead 3 to go. HS Racing may be able to catch a little bit of the draft now on this backstretch. That'll definitely help him. And he's also going to be able to get a little bit of a draft behind from Pemcraft. So we're coming to 2 to go, 2 miles left here in the desert. This is the gap. We are being set up for a fantastic photo finish possibly, if HS Racing 2 can close the gap a little bit. Lap and 3/4 left. HS holding it right on the bottom. Gets back on the gas. Gets on a little late. And the lead that may have been to borrow a quote from Marty Reed, the nail in the final coffin of his win hopes. The white flag is out, brought to you by absolutely no one. Please sponsor this league if you have money. Here it is. Will HS Racing 2 pull a desperate move? Looks like he will pull a desperate move. He goes to the bottom. He tried to pull a Carl Edwards. Lost all the ground that he gained and then some. It looks like Kyle Larson, 42 fan, is going to come up in turn 4. He's going to win his first race of the season. Congratulations, Kyle Larson, 42 fan. Great drive from you. Pemcraft actually ended up coming second. HS third. Limestone fourth. And Bean was in fifth. Neither one of your former winners actually finished within the top 5. Arrow was sixth, but Jake appears to have fallen outside of this group. Congratulations, drivers. We'll be back momentarily for post-race interviews. If you can hear me, please bear with me for just a moment. I'm getting post-race interviews set up. They'll be ready in just a minute. Okay, we are here. Post-race interviews are getting set up. Congratulations. We'll be ready with post-race interviews in just a moment.
Alright.
Alright. Hey, Bean, question. What number were you driving?
22.
Thank you. There is not a 22 in the truck, so I will just go to Xfinity and pull up the 22 if there is one there. Alright. Sorry you'll have to be represented by Austin Cindric. Would you rather have the discount tire or the Moneyline car?
I don't care. You could just pick whatever one.
Alright.
I guess.
Alright, Moneyline. Alright. Well, Bean, you were 5th. We'll interview you first. How was your race?
It sucked. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody knows how to race. I'm gonna be honest. This race was absolutely horrible. People dive bomb every single corner, and people just don't hit the brakes. It's just that simple. I'm not gonna say names, but it's just so frustrating when you know that people just don't know that there's a brake pedal and they don't use it. I was top 2 tire first stage. After that, I just got shuffled back and everyone was dive bombing. Everyone was trying to crash me. It was just terrible, man. This race was awful. It's whatever. I'm glad I get a top 5 out of it. Like, I should have been top 3, but top 5 is fine, I guess.
Well, you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, throw them back at life. Alright, Limestone, but are you in here?
Yes.
Alright, Limestone, good to see you brought home a 4th. I believe that is your best finish of the year, is it not?
Yes, this would be my first top 5. Finished 6th last race.
Alright,
yeah.
Your truck is up on the screen. First of all, before I interview, I would like to say, I do watch your stream while I'm streaming this to get my lap counts. You provide excellent coverage. Would you talk a little bit about your race?
But yeah, stage 1, at first I felt like an awful car. You know, it's awful. It's tight as all hell, but made an adjustment to the wedge, and all of a sudden it felt great. Yeah.
Could you,
So basically...
Could you, before we go on, give us a basic rundown of the events of stage 1? I wasn't able to make the stream in time, so if anybody's watching, I'd like them to be able to know what happened.
Okay, but yeah, basically it was cautions galore. A lot of wrecks caused by a couple people, you know. But I guess the least thing, I finished 5th in that stage. So.
Good for you, man. You've done better in this fictional '99 truck than it has in real life. And speaking of someone who's done better in a Thor Sport car than it has in real life, Hayes, good finish for you.
Yeah.
Your thing is up. Go ahead, talk a little bit about your race and that little move you made near the end, trying to catch Larson.
I honestly don't know. I mean, like I said last week, yeah, it's a good finish, but at this point, no finish is good enough. All I want is a win at this point. Yeah, I mean, I guess congrats to Justin. But, you know, I guess, you know, when something like this happens, you know, you immediately start thinking afterwards, what if, and what you could have done differently, and I know that, you know, maybe some other things wouldn't have been the best idea, but that was probably the worst thing I could have possibly done, was send it into the corner, because that gave Justin a better advantage, and I didn't want to wreck him because I you know, lifted, because I knew if I continued on I would have wrecked him, and that's not how I want to run a race. So I feel like had I maybe gone high on entrance, I'd maybe been able to cross over and get a run off. I don't know, but overall a good race for us. Just trying to get that first win for my team. I guess nerves took over at the end though, but yeah, we'll just try and continue on. Hopefully we can get our win soon. I think this is 15 races now that I haven't gotten a win.
Alright. Thank you, sir. Pemcraft, you in here?
Nah, I think he left.
Yeah, he already left.
Alright. In that case, we're going to skip Pemcraft. And Kyle Larson 42 fan, man of the hour. Let me just get your thing queued up here.
Alright. And I'm 51.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Christian Eckes. So first of all, how does it feel to do better in a fictional video game truck than the truck has in real life since the first race in Texas?
Well, honestly, it's been a very rough start. Even though I was banned from last season, and I managed to come back and win here tonight here at Phoenix. But we got lagged out of Chicago on that first race, and then we didn't get a top 10 on that second race in Atlanta. But honestly, whenever they got screwed up, I was like, I have to get these guys, and holy cow! And that was such a good race, honestly. And if you actually didn't go to that blue screen when you were showing the finish, I would have actually put that into a screenshot video and actually made a meme out of it. But
I blue screen right at the line.
Yeah, you went on blue screen like on the final lap and then all the way back.
Oh man, sorry if you're rewatching this. I bet someone's got good coverage.
Well, that's all right. But
could you briefly describe to me? Was it going to be one of those Celine Dion memes?
No, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do. That's exactly what I was gonna do. But oh my gosh, that was such a good race. Honestly, I thought I was done when HS was gonna send it on me on their last lap. But since those 17 and 88 were battling back there, that was such a that was exactly what I needed in that. And honestly, that was such a good race for me, and just want to thanks to Kyle Busch, Sirius XM. Let me check my sponsors real quick because I was so focused on the race.
Do you want Kyle Busch to go stay in his effing motorhome, or do you want him to come out and celebrate with you?
It's all right, but I just want to say thanks to Sirius XM, JBL, Mobile One, Kyle Busch, Toyota. Lars Affini 42 for putting on a great show, and we'll go get him next week in Kentucky.
Alright. And once again, sorry guys that I pulled a Fox Sports 1 to make another reference to that race. Thank you for your time, congratulations, and that will conclude our stream. We have concluded our stream now. Thank you very much. I've been your commentator, Dale Jr. Fan 62. We'll see you next week for some race. But what's next week?
I think it's Kentucky. I think. Let me check.
Right,
hang on. Let me check. We're okay. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, next week's Kentucky.
All right, and what time?
8 p.m. Eastern.
All right, folks. Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday the 14th.
Thursday the 14th. All right, folks. Same bat time, same bat channel. I've been your commentator, Dale Jr. Fan 62. I'm sorry we didn't get the first stage in. I'll do my best to not miss it the next time. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night.
Oh my.
By the way, they can still hear you.